Maybe before we do anything else, what I'm gonna do is switch the difficulty up to Death March. Would that be gameplay? Difficulty level, right here. I can't believe there's a freaking level thingy for Gwents. Like, what the heck, man? There's enough Gwents as it is. Okay. Let me get out of here. Oh. Thought we could talk to him, but I guess not. 4 a.m. Great for a morning walk or horse ride. We want to go back to the Baron, but along the way, we can go back to Blackbough and have another race. There were 3. Oh, okay. One of the fist fighting thingies is in Velen. Should we try that out? And there was also this here too, a bandit camp. Let's go to Blackbough first and do the fist fighting, and then maybe we'll go to the bandit camp, and then maybe we'll go back to the race. That sounds pretty okay to me. And of course we're walking there for God knows what reason. Hey, I didn't kill your friends. We're looking for a guy named Jonah. Jonah.
Double quick, fast as farts. Go at it. Since the perhaps an outlander will find the courage.
Are one of those guys Jonah, or is it one of the guys here?
I need a good
People!
God.
Oh, he sounds pretty scared. I think we can take him on.
Will you join the tournament? Eh? A bit of honest fist fighting to clear the lungs and bowels. Though I warn you,
Bowels?
Jonah can be fierce. Likes to bite. Get me? So, what'll it be?
What are the rules?
We mostly use fists, but no one looks askance at a straight kick to the stones. Defeat Jonah, then Smithy, and stand fish gulper, and you'll earn the right to face the sergeants. Velen's champion.
Okay. All in? Is it gonna be a mistake? Whatever.
Alright. Let's see just how fierce Jonah is.
Feast your eyes on an epic clash between Jonah and the Drifter.
I'm always a little bit surprised when people aren't scared of me. Whoa! Oh, whoa. Some fan service here. Oh! Ow! Look at how scarred Geralt's back is, jeez. The pants kind of make it look like he's wearing a diaper or something. I chose bad pants for today. Ooh, he got a good jab in. Hold up, how do I block again? Like that, okay. Oh! If I block, do I still take damage? Let me try. No. And then hopefully that opens him up for a counterattack too. Does counterattacking work the same way? Like if I block at the last moment, would I throw him off? Yeah! Oh! You're done. When they said level 11, maybe the sergeant is level 11, but this guy, I think we're okay.
Drifters defeated Jonah. Could this be a new champion of Velen in the making? Who can tell? You've still Smithy from the Inn at the Crossroads to defeat, then Fish Gulper from Lindenville. I'll leave you to guess what he does.
Gulp fish?
Corpse to me.
Lindenvale, I don't even know where that is. Haven't heard of it before. But the other guy is at the Inn in the Crossroads. Ah. Okay, so the Inn in the Crossroads is... Where was it again? Here? No, this is Lindenvale, isn't it? Fish Gulper. Alright, alright. Looks like we'll be exploring into some new locations soon enough. Okay. Well, let's get to the bandit camp over here and see what happens. Oh, I probably... No, there's no quest marker. I can't change it anyway. But I should probably put a custom one so I can see where it is. They built a track next to the freaking bandit camp. How dangerous is that? Oh, what if somebody like kills you during the race? That seems kind of scary. And it was at nighttime too. Lots of bad things happen during nighttime.
Gonna kill you!
Oh, okay. Woo! We are on Death March now.
Not good.
Hold on.
Right in your guts, eh?
Yes, Quinn would be nice. I can feel it. We are on Death March. We're not on an easier thing anymore. Even these simple guys, I can't just hack and slash my way through, and I really gotta get him.
Go for the horse, son's eye!
Ugh. I don't think we have that skill yet, the one that lets me parry arrows, so for the time being, I just have to really dodge them all the time. Can I get it right now, maybe? I'll have to look. I have some points right now. Right. Character, I have 1 point. And the delusion thing too. If I want to use it, it's probably something I want to keep equipped all the time. I have 1 slot. Didn't even realize. Yeah. Like I probably would want to put that here just in case, because otherwise I'll never get to use it. Well, the one I'm looking for right now is the reflecting arrows. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, arrow deflection. In comparison to delusion. Increases effectiveness of Axion dialogue. Stamina regeneration. This one's good. Like, I want to get it, but I just feel like... Are we ever actually gonna get to use it, or... Melt armor. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna move this here, and I'll get this. I think this one might be important if we want to adopt a bit more of a defensive playstyle here, because we are on Death March now. So now we have a three thingies of red, which matches with the mutagen. That's good. How do we unlock this slot? Oh, 9. Okay, cool. 9, 10. This slot, I don't really have like a mutagen color thing I'm thinking of yet. I guess we'll just have to keep seeing. Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh, one more guy here. What were you guys guarding? You guys just had a house here? Ah, did I just step in the fire and... Ah, I'm burning! I'm burning! I even walked into it on purpose. Skellige Gamison. Is that good? No. No, good. See, regularly when I'm wearing the thing on top, you can't really see that the pants has that weird white section. Good, because I don't want to see it. Whoa, what were you guys doing here? Had a good thing going on, huh? Give me all of your water. No books though, of course. Bandits don't got time to learn. Okay, well that was a very eventful morning. And now, we should head back... Oh, but you know what? If we go do a race, it's gonna make it nighttime again. Didn't we have something in this forest before? I don't know. I was just thinking, like, do we wanna maybe travel to the inn? Okay, if we wanna do the quests in order of the levels, then we should continue on this main quest here. We'll just go straight back to the Baron then. But I'm wondering, like, should I go around like that and then go in here, or should I go this way? Because we haven't been this way before, I don't think. Yeah. The scavenger hunt thingy. I'd love to find it, if that's possible. So maybe I'll try doing that. Level 18, though. I don't know about that. If it's level 18, that's actually pretty close. It's not that close to my own level, but it's closer to my own level than the level 31. So I feel like, maybe that's something we want to just think about. Keep an eye on, maybe.
Lightning strike.
Now, again? Why does lightning always strike near Crow's Perch? What? Wait, what? Is Crow's Perch on fire? Okay, change of plans. We're not going to the place anymore. We gotta get back. What is happening? The closest entrance is where? Here, I guess? Or like maybe around... Just swim over first. Swim over to the side. Okay, and also let me switch it back to the main thing. What's going on here? Am I seeing things or is something on fire? It's not just their daily chimney cleaning routine or anything, right? What the heck? No! Oh my god! Get up here. What's happening? Oh my god, we gotta... Oh, we're in.
Hi, all of you!
What happened?
They watch it, you
Hi,
card.
all of you!
Castle's on fire!
Castle's on fire. What?
Hide the young'uns!
Set the stables
Military, save us!
What?
Help! It's burning!
Run!
Why would the Baron set the stables on fire? Oh my god. I don't see any Baron's guards. Are they trying to put out the fire or like what is going on?
Drunk old fool tottering about again.
Aye, set the stable afire.
We gotta put it out.
I'll not go near there. Got a lot to live for still. Don't know who can calm him with Tammy gone.
What the hell? You guys work for the Baron. Don't you gotta...
Go calm him down.
Go yourself. You know only Miss Tammy could calm his rages. Rather not end up with a blade between my ribs.
It's raining now too, with the fire going on and all. Who's Miss Tammy?
Oswin. Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
Ah,
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
okay. We have Ard. Your brother's in the stable.
What will you say now? Next time
What
I
the-
ask you to drink,
What?
will I
Okay,
see
we don't got
you
time for that.
again?
Gotta get in here. Oh, what? Maybe I gotta go in this way? Oh, climbing in a falling building is not smart.
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Good thing we came here earlier, huh? Kinda know the layout.
Over here! Can't get out!
Hey.
Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Wait, is this a good move? Getting all the horses out? Let's go!
Work.
Are you coming out or... Oh, open the main gates. The main gate, which is...
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah! I see you
Oh.
tiny prick you got.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Wow, this guy seems like a complete different person from when we first met him. We can't drink water? Am I done?
5 crowns as the richer wins.
Okay, we gotta be careful then. What happened to him? He has a completely different temperament from when we met him earlier. He's supposed to be a pretty good fighter too. A soldier, so we should be a bit more... Okay.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Wow.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
I can get behind that people don't really understand what's going on between you and your wife, but you beat her. That's unequivocally something bad.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Do you actually want your wife back then? Because you sound like you favor your daughter so much. If your daughter can calm you when you're angry, then I don't know, why would she not be there every single time you got angry at your wife? I don't really know how old she is. Is she like a teenager, maybe in her 20s, or... I think according to the portrait that we've been seeing around, she must be an adult.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
A flaccid prick that doesn't beat his family? I don't... I mean, these are all essentially after the same information, but I don't really want to be like, hey, you, it was all your fault. It is, but that's not productive right now.
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
I feel like the bottle's why you're here to begin with.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Nobody else in the castle saw this?
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Wait, so why did you set the stables on fire? We don't know that yet.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Do I understand his pain? I have a lost child right now too.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
I don't know if he would want to know.
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Still not sure what to do.
Whatever you decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
Your child? What happens to the Botchling once we lift the curse? Is it still gonna be a creature? Because that's one type of suffering.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
That's morbid.
Need to tend to something first.
Be quick. And me? What am I to do in the meantime?
Sober up.
Wait, so why did you burn the stables though? You were drunk and you just decided to burn your own property? Okay, yeah, I was just gonna read the bestiary entry. This guy's unstable, man. He's scary. Okay. If we go to characters. Anna Stringer. Geralt did not meet Anna Stringer, the Bloody Baron's wife, when he visited Crow's Perch. Sometime before his arrival, this woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances along with her daughter, Tamara. Geralt did, however, receive a detailed description of the missing woman. Anna was a comely 40-something woman with green eyes and hair dark as raven wings, which she kept tied in a tight bun behind her head. Geralt discovered that Anna's marital life had not been working out as well as she might have hoped. She had recently been pregnant, but lost her child for unknown reasons shortly before her disappearance. Unknown reasons. Tamara Stringer. The Baron's daughter, Tamara, had disappeared with her mother sometime before Geralt arrived at Crow's Perch. The Baron described her as a charming young maid of 19 summers, 19, and the apple of his eye. No wonder, then, that the Lord of Crow's Perch was desperate to find her. That's a really big age gap, 19 years between her and, the unborn child. Yet it seemed Tamara had finally had enough of the way the Baron treated her mother and decided to flee along with her. It seemed like she was gonna join the Eternal Fire stuff, though. During his first encounter with Baron Philip Stringer, Geralt found the man's many contradictions puzzling. This former Temerian soldier was clearly an opportunist who, after his army's resounding defeat, served, dealt, and negotiated with the occupying empire of Nilfgaard. The local peasantry anointed him the Bloody Baron, a clear indication that he did not handle his vassals with kid gloves. On the other hand, he proved a surprisingly gracious host to an unexpected guest who also was a stranger and a hired monster slayer. His treatment of children and young women, towards whom he demonstrated a wholly sincere, near-fatherly concern, likewise contradicted his bandit-like appearance and terrifying moniker. Ciri had learned this for herself, finding care and shelter under his roof. In exchange for information about Cirilla, the Baron asked Geralt to find his wife, Anna, and their daughter Tamara. Both had disappeared without a trace some time ago, and Philip was slowly losing hope of ever seeing them again. Under these circumstances, a witcher was a gift from the gods. Yet the Baron had hid certain facts from Geralt, such as his wife's recent pregnancy, her subsequent miscarriage, and his own predilection towards strong drink and violent quarrels. Yeah, he's definitely a bit of an eccentric guy. Very nice in some ways, but also incredibly unpredictable. The Peller. As is often with the case with charmers, diviners, and healers, and other such cunning folk of the countryside, the Peller of Blackbough was a man of mystery, around whom circled a great many rumors and legends. Some claimed he could commune with the dead, others that he had a different sort of familiarity with the grave, having put an axe in his father's head in a fit of rage when he was a young man. Still, others said he showed an indecent fondness for barnyard animals. Is that what Princess is for? Oh my god. All these rumors aroused the fear and respect of the backwater peasants of Velen, and the Peller most likely did little to discourage them. Yet even the most cunning of men can make the occasional professional error. Had Geralt not intervened, who knows what might have become of the old seer at the hands of the Baron's enraged men. Oh, the Baron was so mad. I thought he was gonna say something about me killing his men again, but whew. The Peller turned out to be more skilled at soothsaying than curing indigestion, though what he divined for Geralt was murky at best. The Witcher managed to put the pieces together into a somewhat logical whole. You know how, outside, the Baron's guards, I thought they were being disloyal when they didn't want to put out the fire, but it sounded kind of like this wasn't the first time it happened. Him going into a rage, maybe that's why they were like, oh yeah, it's one of his fits again, nothing we can do about it. Oh, then the Miss Tammy that they were talking about outside must be Tamara. Didn't read the bestiary yet. Is it B? Yes. Berserkers botchlings. Oh, it's like, when did we meet berserkers? Oh, that wasn't a bear. That was a berserker. Okay. Now finish your soup or a berserker will come and swallow you whole. Skellige mother scolding a child. Skellige legends speak of men known as berserkers who transform into bears when overwhelmed by battle rage. In doing so, they lose all self-awareness and are driven by a bloodlust, which they must satiate in order to return to human form. Few believe these blood-curdling tales, however, not even in Skellige, where the inhabitants usually treat even the least probable legends with the utmost gravity. This indicates that either the berserkers are in fact mere figments of sodden imaginations, or else that they have learned to hide their abilities from the rest of the islanders. The Skald's ballads indicate a berserker transformed in the heat of battle cannot be distinguished from a true-born bear. Only minute anatomical details, such as the shape of their tongues and teeth, reveal their secret. Oh, okay, that's really easy then. So in the middle of battle, we'll just be like, hey, open your mouth, show me your tongue and teeth. Descriptions of their fighting prowess paint them as invulnerable to pain and able to heal any wound received almost at once. If these men-turned-bears truly do exist, one can suppose that, like werewolves and lycanthropes, they are particularly vulnerable to oils that harm cursed creatures. But if we are to give credence to ancient songs about these creatures' deeds, about the mass murders and massacres they have committed, we can only hope that no witcher will have to test this hypothesis. So it's like a werewolf, but a werebear. Ooh. Botchlings. Cursed oil. Axie. Saying a botchling's ugly is like saying shit's not particularly tasty. Can't say it's a lie, but it doesn't exactly convey the whole truth either. Ooh. Botchlings are perhaps the most repulsive creatures a witcher will ever have the displeasure of meeting. Born of dead, unwanted babies, discarded without a proper burial. Their appearance is that of a partially decayed fetus, their unformed flesh twisted with hate, fear, and malice. These hideous creatures feed on the blood of pregnant women, driven by a mad hunger that most often leads to their victim's death. A botchling will emerge from its lair at night to lurk by the bedside of an expectant mother, draining her strength and that of her unborn progeny as she sleeps. A woman thus beleaguered first suffers from troubling dreams, then fever, delirium, and a general weakening of the flesh. After a few such nights, she is enfeebled and unable to defend herself. It is then the botchling attacks directly, sinking its long, sharp fangs into her body and drinking of her blood until mother and fetus perish together. Is that why we're looking for it? Because they seem like they'll go after their mothers. So theoretically, this one should know where Anna is. A botchling stands around a foot and a half in height, but when threatened and if gorged with blood, it can change form. At such times, it grows into a deformed man, hunched over and striding ape-like on its forearms. Okay, so later on, if we run into anybody with back problems, hunched over, we gotta be careful. Stronger and fiercer, after this alteration, it hurls itself into direct physical combat, gnashing at its opponent or attacking him with sharp claws. A botchling's curse can be lifted by transforming it into a lubberkin, a guardian spirit of the hearth, that watches over the family it never knew in the house it never could call home. Oh, that's pretty horrible. Ugh. Oh. Alright. I don't really think there's anything we gotta do in the meantime, so we can continue on, but let me just first take away the custom marker here, so we don't have 20,000 things here. Oh, how do I... There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think we can just keep going. Is there anything I need to prepare for? How's my health? Yep.
Well, ready?
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
You might need it for self-defense.
A bit further. Follow me.
Wait. Oh, it's the house right next to the... Oh.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Does it just happen to be raining right now? It's very fitting. Oh, this is where I escaped from Crow's Perch once.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
Oh.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell! What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
You're the one who wanted the curse lifted.
Merciful gods!
Oh, this poor child.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
This is your fault. You gotta fix it. Oh, I was expecting a big long thing to lift the curse, but it seems like it's going okay so far. It dug itself up from the ground? Sounds like it's pretty strong, because regularly you shouldn't be able to dig up the ground from below? Let's hope no one's watching right now, huh? In the middle of the night? Whoa! Whoa! Oh!
Spectres. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Oh, my mother's grave. Do something!
Oh, I did the wrong sign, no wonder. I wanted to do the trap sign. But we're okay.
Pest, take me! It's writhing something fierce! I can't hold it! Calm it somehow!
Axie?
Oh. Quiet now.
My god. Oh.
But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Let's hope this all works out that well. That poor unborn child did nothing wrong. Oh, no. Nope.
More coming. Need to hurry.
On with it! I'll not wait till it devours.
Anybody want to come in here? Sorry, Baron. I'm sure you understand. We should really be using the oil right now. But there's only one left. It's fine. Okay, or not. Okay. How about this? It should be... I don't know what kind of oil to use for a raid. Do we have it yet? Is it necrophage? I hope so. I don't know. Oops. Oh! I don't think it was necrophage. Ow! Whoa, we are getting pummeled here. Doing pretty bad with the health. Woo!
Squirming again? Like a daft eel? I cannot hold it! It worked. It stopped.
Might as well use a swallow potion.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Definitely there's a sense of danger coming back with the Death March. Which is good. It's good. Keeps me on my toes.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky,
What is it eating?
By the powers of earth and sky.
by the world that was to be your home,
By the world that was to be your home.
forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Recognize that the drink is partially why we have the situation to begin with. Summon the lubberkin where the botchling is buried. In 1 day's time, or... Okay, I see. I get the impression maybe we should be healing a little bit first, just in case. So I'm gonna heal up. Best to be prepared. What a stormy night tonight. Okay, just a little bit. And now we sit and wait for real.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Whoa, you walk fast. Excuse me, guys, just following a spirit here. It doesn't talk at all. It doesn't really have intelligence, I guess. Are you going back to the grave? Okay, no. I thought they were gonna be buried in the same grave or something. Oh my god.
Wizardry!
Yeah, just calm down, alright? Ew.
Let me live.
How far are you planning on taking us?
If it don't stop raining, my arse will rot off.
We don't got time for this. The lubberkin walks too fast for the drowners to catch up anyway. Have we been here before? Oh, what the?
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
Oh. Where is this? A house next to Crow's Perch. The land is suspicious here, or... What is that?
Clothing. They change in here?
Whose clothing? Tamara? Anna? I think there's probably... Can we just get inside the house and see? They ran away, and then they stopped here to change. Is that it? Really? Okay, well there must be more around here then. Ooh.
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
More horseshoes.
Wants to show me something more.
Wait, what's there's things closing in on us. And Dragas! We're done. Oh, they're actually gaining on us a bit. We're fine. It does seem like it has some form of intelligence, though, because it didn't just lead me to them. It led me to a place that they were at previously. It's almost like it wants me to retrace the steps they took, so that I can properly understand what's going on. Whoa. No. Oh, that poor... Oh, here?
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Hold up. Necrophage oil. Now I can do it, right? Ah! Oh, remember, they explode. Oh, what? You must be kidding me. Oh! Oh my gosh. Whoa! If I can explode one of them, they affect the other one too. Yeah, see? It made... Oh! What? How many are there here? Oh!
Should examine that horse carcass.
I can't even lose focus for 1 second. Nearly forgot about the explosion again. Oh, so this is the horse of the horseshoe?
What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
That doesn't seem like a necrophage.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Yeah, if it ends, it means they're dead. Right now, we're still not too clear on if they're dead or not. Hopefully they're still here. Oh, not today. Please, no. Okay, we either deal with them or we run away because these guys only attract more wolves. See? Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Is there a fire in the distance? Where is this? Oh. We've gone pretty far. Oh.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Whoa! I didn't expect alive people in here.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
They're trying to protect them, so I don't blame them for lying, but that dang kid.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, aye. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale.
Though anywhere's better than to crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
That's consistent with what we've learned so far?
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Well, we know that Anna had that talisman thingy, the amulet, so she was afraid of something, the beast following her.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Could that be magic?
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Wow, so it's actually looking like Tamara's still alive, and Anna may be dead.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Let's hope so. Oh wow, they have a lot of boys here, a lot of kids.
Huh?
Oh. Well, it's best not to disturb people. Thanks for all your help.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Oh. Talk to the Baron and find Tamara. Okay, I suppose we can go back and talk to the Baron. Wow, it's such a horrible day today in terms of the weather. So in a strange turn of events, Tamara's not even really around here. She's in Oxenford, and Anna has been dragged off into the woods. They've diverged. So the beast tore Anna's horse to shreds, and Anna was the one whose hands had weird marks. And if Anna was still alive, she had to be somewhere in Crookback Bog. Oh. On the other hand, Tamara is somewhere in Oxenford. If everything went well. Well, Oxenford is pretty far from here, right? So I guess we should go back and tell the Baron what we found first.